Hello everyone, welcome back to FPL STAR. Today I gonna discuss about FPL midfielder price prediction for FPL season 23-24. So before starting, if you are new in this channel yet not subscribe this channel, please subscribe this channel for FPL content throughout the season. Now let's start. At first, I am going with Rashford. In last season, he started as a 6.5 million midfielder but ended up as a 7.2 million. This means his price increases 0.7 million throughout the season and he got 205 points this season. And I am predicting his price should be in next season 10 million, because if you look at his stat in previous few season, in 21-22 season he just got 63 points and that's why his price was 6.5 million. But if you look at 19-20 season, which is quite similar like the last season, he got 177 points and his price was 9.5 million. And I'm expecting that Rashford price should be 10 million, but a lot of FPL manager didn't agree with me. Just 20% manager are going for 10 million Rashford price, where 50% manager are going for 9 million price, and which is the majority. And 10.5 million are predicting by 10% manager and 9.5 just 20% manager. Now I'm going with the second midfield option, and it's Son. In last season he's starting as a 12 million midfielder and ended up 11.5 million midfielder, and he passed an underwhelming season this FPL season. He just got 152 points, which is not good for Son. He's a profiling winger and he should score more points. And my prediction for his price in this season is 8 million. If you look at his previous few season point in 2021-22 season, he got 258 points and that's why his price was 12 million. But if you look at 18-19 season, in which season he was quite injured a lot, but he got 159 points, which is quite similar like this season, but his price was 9.5 million. But if you look at this season in 2022-2023, this season he was fully fit but still cannot replicate the price value, and that's why I think his price should be dropped and it should drop to 8 million. And if you look at the manager opinion at there, 40% manager are thinking that Son price should be 9 million and just 13% manager are thinking that his price should be 8 million, and I am going with them. And 13% manager also think that his price should be 10.5 million, which is quite high actually. And 34% manager are thinking that Son should be categorized as a 10 million midfielder. Now move on to the third midfielder in this list, and it's Odegaard. He is the second highest scoring midfielder this season, but he started this season with just 6.5 million and ended up 6.9 million. He got 212 points, and I am predicting his price for next season is 10 million. In 21-22 season, if you look at Odegaard point was 131 point and he was priced just 6.5 million, but this season he played very well and got 70 more points that last season, and that's why I think his price should be 10 million, as is the second highest scoring midfielder. Now move on to the next option, and it's Kevin De Bruyne. In last season he starting as a 12 million midfielder but ended as a 12.1, which is quite similar. He got 183 points and I think his price should drop because of his underwhelming season, and his price should be 10.5 million. I think it should be justified. And if you look at Kevin De Bruyne's previous few season point, in last season he got 196 points 21-22 season and his price was 12 million. But if you look at his price in before this season was 10 million, so I think 10.5 is good for Kevin De Bruyne. Now move on to the next midfielder, and it's Bruno Fernandes. I think in last season he started as a 10 million midfielder but ended up as a 9.5 million midfielder. But this season I am predicting his price should be the same, because if you look at his previous season point, it was 151 point and his price was 10 million, and this season his price is 176 point. and that's why his price should be 10, but it can be 10.5 actually. And his best season was 2020 and 21 season. In this season, he got 244 points, and his value was there 12 million in next year. Now move on to the next midfielder in this list, and it's Mohamed Salah. In last season, he was a 30 million midfielder, and he ended up as a 13.1 million midfielder, and he got 239 points. And I am predicting in next season his price should be dropped, and it should be 12.5 million. If you look at Salah's previous year price predicted, and in 2021 season he got 265 points, and that's why in next year he priced as a 13 million. But if you look at quite similar in 1920 season, he got 233 points and got 12 million price. So I think it should be quite similar for Salah, just 0.5 million extra, and 12.5 would be better for Salah. Now move on to the other midfielder option price prediction, and it's Saka. I think Saka's price should be increased because he's played very well, and that's why I think his price should be 9.5 million. In the last season, he got 179 points, and that's why his price was 8 million. But this season he got 202 points, and that's why his price should be increased to 9.5 million. Now move on to the second midfielder here is Martinelli, and I think Martinelli's price should be less than Saka because Martinelli is not totally nailed for Arsenal, and that's why I'm thinking that Martinelli price should be 0.5 million cheaper than Saka. Now move on to the third midfielder in this list, and it's Sterling. And in last season, Chelsea's players are not very good and they are struggling. And now I think that Sterling price should be 8 million in next season, because if you look at his pricing, he got 163 points in 21-22 season, and that's why his price is 10 million. But if you look at his price in 15-16 season, when he got 96 points, his price was 8 million, and I think his price should be similar to 15-16 season, and that's why his price should be in 8 million bracket. Now move on to the fourth midfielder here, it's Mitoma, and as he's played very well in last season, so his price should be increased, and a lot of FPL managers are thinking that his price should be 7 million, but I'm going with 6.5 because it's just I think there is some rotation risk for Mitoma. He didn't play every match, so that's why his price is 6.5 million. And similar is Eze, and his price I'm also predicting his price to be 6.5 million. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, and if you are new in this channel, obviously please subscribe this channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Good luck for your team.